Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, November 26, 2021, is from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, verses 17 through 19. Verse 17, and as Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside. As Jesus is making his way to the cross in Jerusalem, with the crowds following him, he takes his disciples aside. That is, he separates them from the larger crowd to tell just them something. And on the way, he said to them, "See, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered over to the chief priests and the scribes, and they will condemn him to death." Jesus is telling his disciples what's going to be happening to him when they get into Jerusalem. He tells them that he will be handed over to the chief priests and to the scribes, and that they're all going to condemn him. They're going to condemn him to death, and he will die. Verse 19, they'll deliver him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and flogged and crucified, and he will be raised on the third day. Jesus continues. He's going to be handed over to the Gentiles, that is the Romans, by the chief priests and the scribes, where he's going to be mocked, he's going to be flogged, and he will be executed by crucifixion. In addition, Jesus tells them at the end of his talk that he'll be raised from the dead and be brought back to life once more, a new life, an everlasting life. But the disciples don't seem to understand what Jesus is trying to tell them, even though he has tried to tell them now 3 times. We should give thanks that it was not necessary for the disciples to understand what Jesus was telling them about his death prior to it happening. The event and the promises attached to his death still happened and were still extended to them and to us, even if they or we don't fully understand it even now. We're not called to understand it. We are called to believe that it's what happened. It's okay for Jesus' death and resurrection to remain somewhat of a mystery of faith for us. So if you're having trouble understanding why Jesus had to die for your sins to be forgiven, that's okay. Your faith that he did so is all that's necessary for you to be able to receive the benefits of his righteousness and salvation. Go in peace, serve the Lord.